So I'm inviting Nadine into my space. I'm asking her to blend in with me so that I can feel the true essence of her. Would this make sense, John? When I say to you that I feel like before she was transitioning, I'm feeling kind of woozy. I'm feeling a little bit maybe on painkillers or like morphine, just a little bit high. So I just feel like I'm not quite with it before I pass. Does that make sense to you?
She was, no, well,
Was she on
no,
any form of
she
medication?
was,
Or
yeah, she was supposed to be on blood pressure.
okay, so I feel like she may have been on several on medication. I'm feeling lightheaded.
Okay,
Does that make sense to you?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So that's where I'm feeling like I'm a little bit dopey. I just feel like a little tired and drained, like I have hardly any energy within me. Do you understand this? So she's
yes,
making me feel this to give
yeah,
me a validation of how she was before she transitioned. Does that make sense to you?
yeah, totally.
Okay. You're going to hear me say this through our session. Do you understand this? Can you take this? Does this make sense to you? So I
Right,
know that we're on the same page. I
beautiful.
feel like with her, what she wants me to say to you is that she does not want you to remember how she was before she transitioned. She wants you to focus and remember how she was, okay, when she was healthier. She wants you to focus on the good times, the good memories. Do you understand this?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So it's like,
Yeah,
let the old Nadine go. That's not her. Okay.
okay.
Now, there's also this sense of her, you may not like this, and that is it's almost like she was ready, just like she was ready to go.
I
It's
thought that.
like her vessel gave up. She didn't want to be a burden. She didn't want to suffer anymore. It's important that you understand that there was nothing more, John, that you could have done for her. She was ready to go. Do you understand this?
Yes,
Thank
totally.
you. Okay. Now it's like, okay, now that we've got that part over with, can we just move on? That's what I feel like. I feel like let's get the heavy stuff over with and
Yeah,
let's now make this lighter for John. Okay. Now, she just showed me a big whopping thing of pizza. So I don't know if you just recently had pizza or if it's one of your favorite dishes or if there's a connection with
no,
pizza. Okay. But I
no,
have
it's
to
running,
acknowledge it.
okay. It was a running joke. We never had pizza, so
It's a running joke, though. It's an inside joke. Yes.
yes,
Thank
yes,
you. Okay.
yes.
So again, because that's in your library, she's having me say that there's something significant in regards to pizza. Okay.
Right.
Hmm. Clean slate starting over. Clean slate starting over. Are you starting something new, whether it's a new project or a new direction in your field of work?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
So
So,
I feel like she's pushing you to go towards that route. Like I feel like
okay,
it feels good to me and it would be good for you. It's like I feel like if you're hesitating, she's almost pushing you to say yes, go for it. Okay. She's reminding me to say to you that change is good. Change is good. You may not want it, but in the long run, you're going to be happy that you did. Now, you know, you don't have to write anything down because I am recording this.
okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's just because I want your full on attention on me. Okay. I'm
okay,
not trying to be rude. It's just I want you to
thank
focus
you.
and be
Okay,
here in the now. But do you understand when I say to you that it's important that change is good for you? You have her blessing in anything that you do that's not regarding her. Do you understand this? She is still with you, just in a different way. She is your biggest cheerleader. She says, you've got this, but you must believe in yourself.
right.
Understand? Okay.
That's her.
Yep. Um, she makes me feel she has always been your cheerleader. You could rely on her. she supports you in every avenue in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, she still is, just in a different way.
Right.
Nighttime is your hardest time. No, she's with you. Okay, a lot more in the evenings, I feel that. Now, do you sit in a particular chair, the same chair all the
Yeah.
time?
Yes.
Is there a reading light, or does she have a reading light?
She has a reading light. I have a light. Yeah.
Do you sometimes go sit in her chair in her spot? Have you
Mm,
thought about that?
no.
Try it, okay? Because she's moving me from your chair to her chair.
Okay.
So when you want to have those moments of a stronger connection with her, in her chair, her energy is imprinted in her
Okay.
chair. Just sit there, close your eyes, take a few breaths, and just call her into your space, and just trust whatever comes to you, John. Okay, you may all of a sudden smell her. You may be reminded of a certain food she'd love to eat. You may hear her voice. You may feel her. You are not going to make it up. Sit in her chair. I know
I
it'll be very
avoided her
difficult.
chair.
I'm sorry.
I I avoided sitting in her chair.
That's why she's talking about the chair.
Yeah.
Okay. She knows this of you. So she's asking you, make friends with the chair. I kind of like this. I like where she's going with this. Okay. So
Yeah.
just trust it. Just be open with it
Right.
when you are ready. When you're ready. Okay. And you'll know when that time is. Okay. She's not saying do this tonight. When you are ready. Okay. She's clapping her hand because she says it's important that you understand that she understands where you're going, where you're at in this moment. Okay. Um, and yes, she misses you too. Yes and no, because know that our souls meet in our sleep state. So know that we do meet. We're just not meant to remember. So ask her, help me to remember. Okay. And it helps when you say her name out loud. Nadine, come visit me. Help me to remember in my dreams.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you've been thinking of moving, or is there something to do with real estate, or is there someone in real estate? I feel like I need to acknowledge real estate. Do you understand this?
Yes. So yes.
Okay.
We
I'm sorry.
we invi- my father-in-law who passed away
Yes.
had a condo in Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
So, and I'm thinking of selling it.
I may have a buyer for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Myrtle Beach. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is why she's bringing the real estate, because what's happening is that most likely she's showing you that she is with her father, and it's like they're in cahoots, right? And if you feel that you want to sell this condo, you have her blessing. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like whatever makes you happy. Don't hold back. You're worried. What would she think? What would she feel? She's not attached to it. It's what makes you happy.
That's exactly what you would say.
Okay. So understand that, believe this, and know this. Do whatever makes you happy, because then it
Right.
makes her happy. And if you want to sell it, go through me first. Because
Well, if you're interested,
I'm serious. I may have a buyer for you. Okay.
really, eh?
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yeah. I won't mention it here on the recording, but
Yeah.
yes, I
Yeah.
may have
Okay.
someone. I may have someone for you, because
Okay.
I'm very much wanting to be a snowbird myself, right? So are you past that now? Like, are you just becoming a homebody? You just don't want to travel?
No, I'd like to travel, but she was always the traveler, and I was always the homebody. So yes, I'm. Yeah. So I am wanting to go for a trip and do stuff, but it's very difficult without her.
Oh, well, she'll be with you, just in a
I
different
know,
way. That's why she's pushing you to do this, because
right,
also when you do things that make you happy, it draws her in closer because it raises your frequency. This is what she wants of you, right?
okay,
And and if you meet someone else, if you meet another companion, she's pushing that, she's making that happen. Because
right,
if you were to reverse the roles, John, if it was you in the spirit realm, you would want her to move on, to continue, to be happy, knowing that she's still thinking of you. You would always be in her heart as much as she would always be in yours, right?
right,
So trust me, when I know this, because the last 12 years of my father's married life with my stepmom, they were together for 40 years. He looked after her for those last 12 years. Everything was put on hold. And so when she transitioned, all of a sudden it was just like she bulldozed right in, and she's like, Jim, get going. You did everything for me. Now it's all about you. She even helped bring in a doppelganger of her that my dad is now living with. I'm like, you really made that happen, Jean. And she did, because I'm like, holy
yeah,
shit, she's just a lot like Jean. So, and my dad, he went through that phase, was like, nope, nope, nope. And I'm just like, yeah, this is what Jean wants. She's giving you her
yes,
blessing. Do you realize
right.
how many trips in the last 6 years that he's taken? you know and so this makes her happy, right? It makes Jean move on. This makes Nadine move on. Not move
Right.
on without you, but know that when they do transition, they're off exploring. Everything is in a blissful state. She thinks it happens, right? And so know that she's at peace, know that she's no longer suffering, and she can do whatever she wants, just like she wants you to do whatever you wish without any guilt. How does that make you feel, John?
That's awesome. I
So,
struggled with it. Yeah, that's awesome.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
she also is pushing my energy towards your sweatshirt. I don't know if it's new, but she just
that's
wants me to
it's 20
acknowledge.
years old. It's 20. It's an old one. It's an old, probably
Wow,
15 years old.
it's in great condition. I'll give you that.
Yeah, well, you don't see all the tears, but anyway,
Yeah, well, from where I'm
that's
sitting,
why yeah, she was a fashionista, so she wouldn't be too happy with me
and
being in
I
my
was just
pajamas.
I was just about to say to you, I feel like that her appearance would be important to her,
Yes,
right? Like she wouldn't walk out of the house without her lipstick on.
no, no, different lipstick every day.
Yep,
Yeah,
lipstick every day. That is
yeah,
the number one thing. I could do it without anything else, but I must have my lipstick.
that's right.
Did you just recently find some of her lipsticks?
Yeah, I haven't thrown anything out, so they're still
Okay.
out.
So
Yeah,
that's probably why she's bringing that up, is when you're ready, you have her blessing, right? Donate her clothes, whatever it is. It's just sitting there when someone else could be wearing it. It's just whatever you wish to do. Just
right.
know that she's not attached to any of it. Nothing. This is all material things, right? When they cross over, it means absolutely nothing. The only
I,
thing that counts is just hold her in your heart. Just hold
I
it, hold.
feel, I felt that. I just wasn't sure.
Oh, absolutely. And it makes sense at the beginning when they first pass, is that you do get into your head, you overthink things, and you doubt, you doubt, you doubt, right? And that's okay. But then once you start noticing it, the signs, now you remember this, that signs are not signs if you're looking for the signs, right? For example, the dimes, right? They'll show up in your energetic field when you least expect it. And your inner knowing, which is a psychic ability, your inner knowing, it's like in your gut, you will know when it's Nadine. And you won't know how to explain it, and you don't have to explain it. You just know it's Nadine. And then when you have those moments, that's where you say, I know you're here. Thank you. And then once you acknowledge the signs, she gets all excited and then she'll give you more, because that's all she wants more than anything, is just to be acknowledged.
Okay.
Right? You try being dead, knocking on the door, no one's answering. Can you imagine what that would be like? Right.
Right, right.
And so, have you noticed any lights flickering?
No, not recently, no,
Okay. Or did you change a light bulb just recently?
no.
Hey,
But when she passed, though, that was one of the last things she did, just told me to change a light bulb.
there you go.
Yeah,
Because she can, right? Because their frequency is so high that they can
right,
do that, right?
right.
And so again, and they're not hauntings. People think they're hauntings, when things are knocked off the wall, pictures are being moved, right? And it's like,
Yeah,
no, that's their way of trying to get your attention, right?
right.
And so, there's a playfulness to her. I really like her energy, but I do feel like there's a playfulness. Now, she's pushing my energy to is that a necklace? Am I seeing a necklace on you?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. So she's acknowledging that necklace,
Yeah, she gave it to me.
right? All the more reason just to acknowledge it.
Yeah,
Let's see. Does she have any issues with her lungs, her heart,
yeah.
problems with breathing?
With breathing, she had high blood pressure, and
Yeah.
then she passed away in a heart attack.
Yeah. She's bringing that on really strong for me. Okay, can let that go. Let it go. Have you been feeling any kind of tightness in your chest?
Yeah,
Okay.
stress. A few days. Yeah,
Practice some breath work. Just breathe into that space, okay?
yeah.
Because she makes me feel a lot of it also with you is anxiety. Okay. And
Totally.
our thoughts create our emotions. Okay. The
Right,
body responds to what you're thinking. So your
right.
body responds to that. Okay. And so just observe your thoughts, right? Just observe your thoughts.
Right,
And then, especially if you feel that tightness in your chest, just go, okay, what was I just thinking? What was I just reading? What did I just see that brought
right.
this on? I'm going to change the station. I'm going to change my thoughts. Okay. Let this move through me. Let this move through me. Okay. All right. Thank you for showing up. I'm releasing you with love. Off you go. Off you go. Off you go. Because that's all energy. Okay. We bring about our own illnesses by what we think about, what we focus on all the time. Okay.
Right.
Again, because it's energy. It's not woo woo. Okay. This is science. She is so happy that you are here, that you gave her this opportunity. Whoa. Really excited. Now, was she interested in mediumship? Like did she like
I was
to
gonna
go?
say,
Like, does she go to
yes,
like trade shows and go for
she
readings?
went. Yeah, not for medium. She went to trade shows for work, but she was really interested in mediums, and yeah,
Okay, that's why
yeah,
she's having so much fun. She's like, I would
yeah.
get to do it from the other side.
That's Nadine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And she's like, he can think it woo woo all he wants, but I'm here.
yeah,
Oh, I had a feeling I was going to have fun with her right out of the gate, connecting with you. I was just like, oh, this is going to be good. And again, because of her energy, like imagine me coming through. Oh, you'd know.
yeah,
That's Nadine, right? And
yeah.
so and there's just lots of pure excitement. And it helps that you believe, right? And she's good. She's going to make this fun for you after the session. Trust me. I just know it. She's just going to make it fun, right? Um, do you do a lot of driving,
A little bit, not very much. No,
or did you used to do a lot of driving?
no.
Hmm.
Not really.
Okay.
We're
How?
gonna we're gonna go on a trip. We're gonna go on a trip for my daughter to bring her stuff back from school. So she's graduating in May.
Okay.
But we did this trip with Nadine, went to PEI and went to,
Okay. Was it a
yeah,
road trip?
was a road trip.
Driving. Okay, that's
Yes.
talking about. Okay. So this is her way of acknowledging your daughter and bringing your daughter into the session. That's why she's bringing up the driving. Okay.
Right.
Um, so are you going to make a drive or is she coming home?
Yes, so she's gonna fly home and then we're gonna drive to her graduation ceremony and then come home.
Okay. So she's going to be with you on that drive.
Right.
Nadine will be.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Just know that.
Yeah.
So she may play with the music in the vehicle, just saying. Um, she will make it fun. You'll know, you'll just know. I feel like she's gonna play like as in like license plates and things like that, and again, it's not for you to look at every license plate, or billboard signs or like that. Your energy will just be pushed, right? And one of the ways too that spirit really likes to play with us to get our attention, say you're in the car and you're asking her, well, what do you think, Nadine? Should I do it? Should I do it? And then all of a sudden, a car will swerve in front of you just to try to, your automatic reaction is like, what the? And then all of a sudden you may notice the license plate in front of you and it might say yes. Or a bus may go by and there's a Nike logo on it. Nike logo means just do it, right?
Right.
So they're good at that way. So once you start noticing messages like that, that's when they'll play more, right? And again, it's just observing. It's just you're not looking,
Right.
but you'll notice, right?
Right.
And so they love license plates. When's her birthday?
Uh, October the 16th.
Okay, so that'll be 10/16, right? So you may all of a sudden notice the time 10/16, 10/16, 10/16, right? Or all of a sudden it will just show up in a phone number 10/16. You know what I mean? Because I feel like she would like to play with numbers with you. I don't know why, but I feel like numbers would be significant.
Yeah. She was in sales, so I'd always ask her every month, how'd you do?
Sales,
So
numbers, 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 numbers. There you go. Okay. And I feel like she was really good at what she did as
she
well.
was awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
She knew how to talk to people because she loved to talk.
Entertain, talk.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So now you're noticing some quietness in your home, right?
Yeah.
Um, Now, I don't know if it's you, could be your daughter, I'm not quite sure, but I feel like I want to acknowledge, did she have any issues with her left knee? Anything to do with her knees or your knee?
My right knee just recently just bothered me a little bit, but
Okay, so she's just because I feel like there's some issues with someone's knees. Um,
yeah.
so I feel like
I
that's
think
her way of saying to you that she's acknowledging that she's aware of the knee.
okay.
It does feel like to me, and this is for entertainment purposes only because I'm not a doctor and I have to say that it's being recorded.
Right.
So I feel like she just had a good laugh. I feel like there may be some inflammation in your right knee. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just going to suggest some turmeric and perhaps some ginger just to help bring the inflammation down.
Okay.
She knows my holistic background, so that's why she's showing that to me. She likes it when you move your body. Staying active, staying active, staying active. It's important that you stay active. Does that make sense coming from her?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Get out and see your friends. Yeah.
Yeah. So just staying active physically, socially, all of that. She loves that when you do it. Don't ever feel guilty, but I feel like she's pushing that on.
Yeah.
What's your daughter's first name?
Natalie.
That must have been fun for you, Nadine, Natalie, Nadine.
Yeah.
That's like me with my boys, Connor and Kyle. So you could just
Yeah.
imagine that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never thought of that when we named them.
Yeah.
Do you know if Natalie's having any hip issues at all?
No, she's good. She's
Did,
healthy.
did
She
Nadine?
she had oh she had a back uh, surgery on her back a while back. Like and Nadine was really there to support her for that.
Okay.
I don't know if that's what it
So
is.
it probably might be right around the same area where Nadine's making me feel it.
Okay.
Okay. I feel like what Nadine's trying to say to Natalie is to stay on top of it. And I feel like whether that's getting regular massages just to keep the energy flowing, whether it's
Well, I
chiropractic.
wonder, okay, maybe it's me then, because yeah, I've got some not hip, but osteoporosis,
There we go.
arthritis.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, but I feel
okay.
like it's both. I feel like
Both of us?
Nadine is showing, like, I feel like she's pushing the energy towards Natalie and
Okay,
yourself, right?
okay,
So again, just keeping movement. It feels like she's trying to say for both, like, stay on top of it for both of you. Stay on top of that. Okay. Hence, all the more reason to keep the body moving. Because if you sit for long periods of time, then the energy gets stagnant.
right,
So that's why it's important to do a lot of walking, massage work, osteo, chiropractic, all of that, right? Because you want
right,
to keep it moving. Even if it's painful, you still got to keep working at it, right? And this is something that she would do. She would be, she wanted to know everybody's business, not in a nosy way, but she
oh,
needed to know. She wanted to
right,
be included in everything.
right. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I feel like, how are you with your water intake?
not good.
Thank you. She just showed me that.
Yeah, yes. Too much coffee, not enough water.
Yeah, so stay on top of the water, especially right now because we're going through massive solar flares. So our bodies are becoming a little bit more dehydrated. So we've got to
Okay,
keep the body hydrated. And she's showing me you doing a lot of walking outside. So getting out in nature, out in nature, out in nature, out in nature. Okay. So I feel like that's what she's trying to say to you. Get lots of
right.
grounding. I know it sounds woo woo, but lots of grounding. Okay.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
when you go on vacation, when that time comes, okay, she's showing me you on, like, on a beach or just on land and walking barefoot. She's going to be walking with you. Okay.
Okay.
Just trust that. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Are you a beach person or is that more Nadine?
Yeah, needing more, yes.
There's
Yeah,
lots of grounding. Salt water and sand is like the best for healing properties, right?
right, right.
Great. And that would be a great place to connect with her as well. Even though
Hmm.
she's going to be with you, right? And she's not up here, she's right here. I know everybody goes, so, like, and like, no,
Is
stop craning your neck. They're right beside you.
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. So she's like, tell him I'm right beside him, not up there.
Uh,
Um, would you buy her flowers all the time?
yeah,
Huh? She's switching the tables. She wants you to buy flowers on Valentine's for you and for her.
oh, nice.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that, right? Um, and you'll feel her as well. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. 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 Now, again, this is just a suggestion. Okay.
right.
This is kind of like where your intuition is going to be used. So, this is just a suggestion. She just showed me you, it's going to be hard. Okay. Standing in front of the card section in a card store, wherever that may be, for Valentine's. And you're going to ask her, what card do you want to give me, Nadine? And
Nice.
you're gonna trust, you'll just know, and she'll show you. You will just know. Buy that card from her to yourself. She says, make sure that he puts X's and O's in the card.
She knows I didn't, yeah, I struggle with writing her cards.
Yep,
She, she,
that's okay.
yeah,
This is why she's now, remember, this is a suggestion. If you feel up to
right.
doing it, do it. You may not want to do it this year. Maybe it's next year. or maybe save it for her birthday, right?
Oh, okay.
So you will know.
Yeah.
It's a matter of you just being in that present moment, calling her into your space and just saying, Nadine, right? And ooh, I just got the goosies. When Natalie's birthday comes,
Yeah.
same thing. What card do you want to give to Natalie? And make sure X's and O's.
Right.
Now, remember,
Beautiful.
I'm going to repeat this again. Only if you feel to do this.
Right.
And again, it doesn't have to be this year, it could be next year, but you'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know because that's showing that you believe that she's still here, that those words matter. Being in that present moment matters. It's like they still want this to be continued. It's just, again, it's just in a different way. But what a beautiful gift to give to your
Yeah.
daughter when her birthday comes around, right? And you could say, well, it kind of came up in that woo-woo lady's reading, so I'm just following orders because I got a feeling that Nadine will hunt you down if you don't.
Yeah, she might. Yeah.
Just saying, right? Because
Mm,
when it comes to our loved ones in spirit, they never tell us what to do. And the reason for that is because it's the law of free will, it's our choices. But
right.
they just like to give us little nudges or give us little breadcrumbs, like leave them there for us. And right. So it's totally up to us. They just like to be a part of it somehow and give the suggestions. But
Right.
it's important that Natalie knows that your mom is in a great place. Okay. She's around her a lot. Yes. I don't know if Natalie either sings a lot or there's a lot of music around her, but I feel like that Nadine uses music to try to communicate with her.
Oh,
So
wow.
if you want to
Yeah.
pass that along, she's just
Okay.
confirming and validating that it's somehow through music and lyrics that
Right.
Nadine is trying to connect with Natalie.
Okay. Yeah. She loves music.
Okay. Now she just showed me a 4-leaf clover. So that in my library, because that's what she's using, my personal life references, that means lucky. Okay. Feeling lucky, or if there's some kind of a lucky charm. Not sure if there's something that Natalie has of Nadine's, like a lucky charm, or something to do with Ireland.
Oh my God. I just had a coffee date with an Irish lady.
Yes. I love it. Guess who was with you?
Oh my God.
Maybe she's your new lucky charm.
Yes, maybe. Maybe.
Maybe giving
Yeah.
her blessing.
Yeah.
Right? Notice how she saved this part to the end of her session.
Yes.
Again, giving you her blessing. So just know that,
Yeah.
right? Know that. Because she does not want you to walk through the rest of your life holding any guilt. Make
Yeah.
sense? It is normal. It is absolutely 100% normal when we're grieving. But when you receive the blessings from your loved ones in spirit, to say, just let it all go. And again, yeah, I have to say this too. She's not with you 24/7. Okay. We're not that interesting. She's got
Yes.
stuff to do,
Right. People to see, souls to see.
right? But
Right.
she did show me a moment of you sitting in her chair, glass of wine, light a candle,
Yeah.
call her into your space, and have a wee chat. Trust what you receive. How does that sound?
That sounds really nice.
I thoroughly enjoyed this session with Nadine.
Thank you.
Thoroughly did. I really, really did. Um, so now she's gonna be playing with you. Are you ready for it?
Yes.
Okay, so remember, signs are not signs if you're looking.
Yeah.
You'll just know.
I just know.
You'll just know. Dimes, because I asked her what signs are you going to be giving, and for sure there will be dimes. So when dimes show up, in strange places when you least expect it.
Yeah.
That will be her. Numbers, definitely, definitely 10, 16. So numbers is going to be her thing, right? Definitely music with Natalie and perhaps with yourself. She keeps showing me different labels of wine.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
cheers. Cheers.
No,
So
cheers.
whether
Thank
it's
you.
a birthday just around the corner or just passed, or an anniversary just around the corner or just passed, she's wishing you many, many happy cheers. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah. We'd always have a drink. Yeah.
Mhm. So how do you feel now?
Feel good. Sad, but good.
A good
Thanks, Tom.
sad, a good sad.
Good sad. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Makes
Well,
me feel
again, you're maintaining a relationship with her just in a different way. You make it easier for her, the connections, right? Now, I do get a lot of repeat clients, and that's where I suggest, if you want to have another session like this, you know,
right.
8 months from now, a year from now, because sometimes people think I'm like a switchboard operator, and I'm like, yeah, that's not how it works, right?
Yeah.
Because Nadine
Right.
wants to connect through to you. So,
Okay.
all right. So my question to you, and I ask this with all my clients, is how did you discover me?
I discovered you through Stephanie Etherington at a Widowed Friends. And I think I can't remember her name now. So the psychotherapist, I
Okay,
think is
so
what
through a referral then.
referral. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, John, it was an absolute delight. I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoyed this session.
Thank you.
If you could, so I'm going to download the recording and I'll email it to you. If
Okay.
you could do me a favor and let me know that you received it so that I can delete it off my laptop.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just actually going to I'm going to put the recording on pause. If you could just stay
Okay.
with me just for a
Sure.
second. Okay.